I made a zombie survival / horror game and released it on itch.io. Let's begin. Let's start from the beginning. First, I wanted to only make a horror game as many indie developers were making it, so I wanted to jump on this trend. So I started the Unity hub and started a Unity project and named it Devil's because first I wanted to make a horror game, not a zombie survival mixed with horror game. So main idea for the horror game was a man inherits a house from his grandmother's death and he starts to live in this house and start noticing strange things happening to him after seeing a. For this game I downloaded this asset from the Unity store. I thought it was a house, but it was not a house, it was actually an apartment in a building. So I went along with it. So then I started working for the biggest challenge for the gaming industry. Yes, character controls.
Sounds tough.
I downloaded this asset from the asset store. It was a starter asset and I started working on my own controller only to realize there was a character controller in this asset.
Bruh.
I was searching the whole YouTube to get the perfect controller when a perfect controller was right there, perfectly wasted 2 days. So after a long YouTube watch time, the character controller was ready. So let's move it to the environment. It worked perfectly, but the thing that was not working perfectly was the door in this asset.
FBI, open up!
They were not opening. I literally spent a whole day to solve this error. So every video on this topic on YouTube to how to open a door, but didn't work. And I found out by the developer of this asset that the problem was that the door was checked static. Static is the checkbox in Unity which allows you to make an object unmovable. So it's a static thing. And all I was trying to do was moving the door. But after also unchecking the static, it didn't work. So I did what a normal person will do. Fix the error? No. Change the whole asset to this which I downloaded from asset store from Unity. So now in case you're wondering why I'm not making any assets for my game by myself in a Blender, and to be honest I get bored doing the artwork. The things that turns me on are the coding, the AI, the models, the frameworks and the physics used in the game engine. These art forms turns me on, they give me a boredom. So basically you can say I'm a geek, right? So now I have a new map. And in the map, I also wanted the player to pick up things, as this is how the horror game goes. I opened the Blender finally and made it these arms. And by making this mean, I treated the rest of the body of a Maximo character that I imported into the Unity project. I slapped it on the character controller and this is how it looks. I know the verbal is too much, but it's my first time, so this is the best I can do. So now to the main reason for which arms were made. The pickup mechanics, and the results were quite interesting. There were a lot of errors, but this error was the mainly interesting. It was happening that if I pick up and press again and again, it becomes bigger and bigger. So the solution I came up with that I was made a trigger that if it is in the hand of the player, it doesn't spawn again. And to drop the pickup, I moved it away from the player and activated the rigid body. And if you are not familiar with the rigid body,
what the f are you doing here?
So I have another interesting news for you guys. I changed the map again. So this time I have a solid reason. This map was not very large. It was a small map and I cannot make a lot of gameplay out of this small map. So I used this map. And when I used this map, they clicked the idea of why not make a zombie survival mixed with horror games. So for that I imported some zombie characters from Mixamo and gave them some navigation. A navigation in Unity is what allows an AI model to navigate through the map. So the navigation logic was applied to the zombies so they can find the player. So I gave them a brain, and we know as zombies doesn't have a brain, so it's quite funny. And I also gave them some noise to make them a feel of a zombie, because no one's like a noiseless zombie, right? And I made a quite few. This one is some old granny, this one is some ninja shit, and he has a sword in him, and this one is some police, and this one is something out of Stranger Things, I don't know. So I gave them different set of abilities to chase and kill player. Grandma is the slowest and attacks very lame, as we know. This ninja guy is slightly better. This cop is a little fast and attacks a little fast too. But this Stranger Thing guy, this is very fast and also kill very fast. So after all these zombies are done, now let's discuss how the gameplay will go on. So first there will be a hostage that you have to save, and then to get to them safe area. Find some gun parts and plane parts to get a gun and escape. So when you sample a gun, you will start killing zombies, and if all are dead, you will escape, right? So the gameplay is set. Let's start making. So first I'm going to make some hostages. For that I downloaded some more characters from Mixamo, and these are the characters. This is a lady and this is a construction worker because we are in a factory of something and we need construction workers. So first I gave them some voices that I made from this website, and it has ton of different options like these.
Well done.
Finally, luck seems to be
So I made these for all the NPCs hostages and made them to follow the player to the safe area, and these move with a blend tree. A blend tree is what in an animation of the Unity that allows you to blend between 2, 3 or 4 animations simultaneously, and made this safe area. Telling where the safe area is, the instructions are very clear, and if you still don't find the safe area, you are just dumb.
You're a dumb.
My game design is not bad, you are dumb. So after these come to the safe area, they get destroyed because I didn't thought of anything, so I just teleported them to somewhere, I don't know, Jupiter, and then I use this as a gun part.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
I know this doesn't look like a part of a gun from any side. What can I do? I don't know any modeling. I promise next time in the next project I will learn modeling, promise. So I scattered these gun parts and this plane part in the map on the random locations, and you have to find them. And so all the progression is going to be handled by a game manager. Game manager is a script in Unity that handles the progression of the game through enums, through state machines, whether what you like. So I write this script for the game manager which handles the progression of the game. So it goes like this. It goes from the finding hostages to finding gun parts to finding plane part, and then to killing zombies, and then to escape. So I'm using this gun for this game, and this is from the Bracky's website, and I wanted to make this a sci-fi gun as from the looks. This is the sound of the firing this gun, and this is the muzzle flash and the impact effect for firing this gun, and this is the overall gun. So all the mechanics are done for the game. It's time to start the game design. I doesn't know any game design. First I made this scene where this robot is telling player what happened and what to do. So basically he's the Nick Fury to the Captain America. So I made this beautiful eye-catching cutscene. Yeah, this is my first time making a cutscene, so don't be harsh on me. And from here it goes to the gameplay where this robot tells you to what happened to you. And I also wanted this minimap which is rendered texture, which is getting its input from this camera which is on the plane. So now let's fix some error. First error is the hostage is not getting into the safe area, and fix the bug that was happening is that this cube, which is a trigger, is also baked in the navigation. So I removed it and baked it again, and voila, the bug was fixed. And the second error is that if the zombie stuck somewhere, it ends there, so it will disturb the gameplay very bad, as all the zombies will get stuck at some point and the player will be playing the game in easy mode, right? To fix this bug, that what I did was that I made a time in which the zombie doesn't get to its desired location, it changes its routes. So this is all the errors, and these are fixed. And now let's add some fun stuff. I added this background music, and I was not able to find any environment good sounds that were also matching the game. So for this I added this rain in the game by particle effects. I also added some rendered triggered sounds on random areas of the map to make it more fun. I also added these 2 jump scare. I didn't add it too much as it is not completely a horror game.
Oh my god, bro. Hell no, man. What the fuck?
So game is nearly complete and all we need now is a UI. Yes, this boring shit. So I don't like doing UI. So I made this main menu, this pause menu and these instructions to every game state progression. From all of these designs, you should be sure now that I don't like doing UI.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
So now this game is finally complete after not so 1 week.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you all
Yeah, it took me 2 weeks. The things were delayed because of the constant changing of the whole map, the whole story every 24 hours. That's why a game designer and the GT document is very important for your game. So this is the complete game and you can play it on itch.io. I will provide the link in the description where you can download this game. So this is it for this video and I will see you in the next project soon. And for now, take care.